very much, miss. Thank you. Have a nice day.
In the sprawling heart of Texas, where the sun scorches cracked sidewalks and the night chills weary bones, thousands wander, homeless, hungry, and fragile, their dreams lost in a sea of indifference. Can you fathom the depth of their solitude? Welcome to Travel Homeless News. Your lens into the raw, untold stories of America's forgotten. Our mission is to crisscross the nation, documenting the lives of those society has left behind. Picture Texas streets descending into chaos. Sidewalks morph into lawless sanctuaries where desperation fuels public intimacy, substances dull relentless pain, and survival strips away all dignity. This isn't a dystopian fantasy. It's the stark reality for over 27,000 homeless souls in the Lone Star State. From Houston's teeming encampments to Austin's shadowed alleys, Travel Homeless News embarks on a journey to expose the unfiltered truth. Are you ready to confront this crisis? Hit subscribe, join our nationwide quest, and let's amplify the voices echoing in America's shadows. Texas's homelessness crisis laid bare. Imagine a sun-baked Texas street alive with the pulse of survival. Tattered tents huddle against cracked pavement, plastic tarps flap in the wind, and the air hums with desperate resilience. This is the daily reality for over 27,000 homeless individuals across Texas, a figure that's surged 12% since 2020, per the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. In Houston, Dallas, and Austin, encampments sprawl under bridges. Meager belongings are fiercely guarded, and some turn to substances or public intimacy to cope. "It's a war zone out here," a Houston man whispered to Q Travel Homeless News, his voice raw with exhaustion. A surge sweeping Texas cities. Austin's homeless population has skyrocketed 18% in 3 years, with over 3,000 individuals now calling its streets home, per HUD's 2025 data. Sidewalks host sprawling tent villages. Parking lots transform into makeshift settlements, and the chaos of survival unfolds daily. The scenes are heart-wrenching. Individuals wrestle with substance dependency. Others engage in public intimacy, stripped of privacy in a world that looks away. This isn't living, it's enduring, a Dallas outreach worker told Travel Homeless News, her eyes heavy with compassion. The emotional toll is staggering. No safe place to rest, no dignity, no clear path forward. Families, veterans, and young adults are trapped in this cycle, their aspirations buried under survivals. Wait. Unraveling the roots of Texas's crisis. How do people end up on Texas's unforgiving streets, engulfed by despair? A relentless convergence of economic, social, and personal factors fuels this crisis. In Austin, one-bedroom rents average $1,800 monthly, a 30% leap since 2015, per Zillow, while Texas's minimum wage stagnates at $7.25, devouring over 60% of income for rent alone. Mental health care is critically scarce. Only 35% of those in need access services, per the Texas Health and Human Services Commission. Substance dependency ensnares many, with recovery programs woefully underfunded. Life events like job loss, medical emergencies, or domestic issues can spiral into homelessness overnight. Over 40% of Texas's homeless cite unaffordable housing as their primary downfall, per a 2025 Texas Homeless Network survey. Maria's Fight for Family. In Dallas, we met Maria, a 28-year-old whose story pierced our hearts at Travel Homeless News. "I worked 2 jobs, but it wasn't enough," she shared, tears tracing her cheeks. "One missed rent payment, and I was out here. Now I'm saving every penny for a bus ticket to my family. They're my reason to keep fighting." Maria's determination to reunite with her loved ones shines through her hardship, a beacon of resilience. Her story is one of thousands we capture on our American Odyssey, showcasing the unyielding spirit amid chaos. The daily battle for survival. Texas's homelessness crisis is a brutal, daily struggle against insurmountable odds. Basic needs, food, hygiene, shelter, are relentless challenges. In Houston, 1 in 5 homeless individuals has endured over a year unsheltered, per UD's 2025 report, facing scorching heat and freezing nights. The emotional weight is crushing. Fear of hunger, shame of no privacy, and constant vulnerability to theft or violence. Public intimacy and substance use surge, driven by desperation, with Dallas noting a 20% rise in such behaviors over 2 years, per local outreach groups. "It's a nightmare you can't wake from," an Austin man told Travel Homeless News, his voice heavy with fatigue. Our channel travels America's streets, documenting these hardships in vivid documentaries to urge systemic change. What could ease this pain? Share your thoughts below and subscribe to join our journey. James's resilience. A veteran's hope. In Houston, Travel Homeless News. Met James, a 45-year-old veteran who's been homeless for 2 years. "I served my country, but now I'm invisible," he said, eyes glistening with resolve. Despite battling despair, James enrolled in a job training program, taking tentative steps toward stability. His fight for a second chance fuels our mission to travel America, capturing stories that prove hope endures. Veterans, families, and youth across Texas face similar battles, their dignity tested daily. Our documentaries humanize this crisis, showing America the faces behind the numbers. Substance dependency's devastating grip. Substance use is a heartbreaking hallmark of Texas's homelessness crisis, a desperate attempt to numb unbearable pain. In 2025, 38% of Texas's homeless struggled with dependency, primarily opioids and methamphetamine, per the Texas Department of State Health Services. On Houston's streets, open use underscores the crisis's depth. "I used to forget the cold, the hunger," Lisa, a 40-year-old, shared with Travel Homeless News, her voice trembling. "Now I'm 2 months clean, thanks to a program that saw me as human." Lisa's recovery journey inspires our nationwide documentaries, highlighting resilience. With only 1 in 5 accessing treatment, per state data, the gap is dire. Exploitation's hidden scars. Among Texas's darkest truths is the exploitation tied to homelessness, where survival forces soul-crushing choices. Public intimacy, often a means to secure food or shelter, scars many, especially women. A 2025 Texas Homeless Network study found 25% of homeless women face exploitation. In Austin, Emily, 29, shared her pain with Travel Homeless News. "I did things I'm ashamed of to survive, but a shelter gave me hope. I'm starting over." Emily's courage drives our travel documentaries, urging safer spaces across America. Dallas reported a 20% rise in public intimacy over 2 years, per outreach groups. The crisis's ripple effect on communities. Texas's homelessness crisis extends beyond the streets, shaking entire communities. Without hygiene or health care, homeless individuals' health deteriorates, while fear and vulnerability haunt their days. In Houston, downtown businesses face a 15% drop in foot traffic over 3 years, per the Houston Downtown Management District, as encampments deter visitors. Tourism, a Texas economic pillar, wanes as the crisis grows visible. Cities spend millions on emergency services, funds better allocated to housing. In Austin, families shield children from harsh scenes, deepening social divides. Housing policies, stumbling blocks to progress. Texas's housing policies often exacerbate the homelessness crisis, failing to meet skyrocketing demand. The state faces a shortage of over 600,000 low-income housing units per the National Low-Income Housing Coalition, with Dallas waitlists stretching 3 years. Policies like Austin's former camping ban punished rather than supported, pushing people into the shadows. Karen, a 35-year-old mother in San Antonio, told Travel Homeless News, "2 years on a housing wait list, and my son still sleeps on the streets, but I won't stop fighting for him." Her resolve inspires our American journey to document these struggles. Houston's plan for 5,000 new units by 2027 is a step, but far too slow. Children caught in the crisis. The homelessness crisis in Texas takes a devastating toll on its youngest victims, children. Over 10,000 students in Texas public schools are homeless, per a 2025 Education Department report, shuffling between shelters or streets. These kids carry the weight of instability, their futures at risk. In Houston, only 10% of shelter beds are for families, forcing many into cramped, unsafe spaces. Parents like Karen skip meals to feed their children, while rents, up 35% since 2015, make stability a distant dream. Homeless students lag in academics, yet their resilience shines. Some trek miles to school daily. Solutions to break the cycle. Ending Texas's homelessness crisis demands bold, immediate action. Temporary shelters, hot meals, and mobile clinics provide lifelines. Dallas housed over 1,000 in 2024 via outreach, per local reports, a model for America. Long-term, Texas must build more low-income housing and subsidize rents. Mental health and substance recovery programs are vital. 85% of participants stay stable after 2 years, per the National Alliance to End Homelessness. Houston's housing. First model, with 88% remaining housed after a year, proves what's possible. Innovations lighting the way. Across Texas, innovative solutions offer hope. Austin's Community First Village, housing 300 formerly homeless in 2025, blends affordable homes with support services. Mobile apps in Dallas connect 500 unsheltered individuals to shelter beds, per local data, a tech-driven lifeline. Job training programs, like one empowering James with construction skills, boast a 70% employment rate within 6 months. Grassroots groups distribute 15,000 hygiene kits yearly, building trust. Your role in building compassion. Texas's streets reveal a world of struggle. Over 27,000 face chaos, substance use, and exploitation daily. Yet, through Travel Homeless News, we've met heroes like Maria, James, and Karen, whose resilience inspires. Their stories, captured in our American documentaries, mirror our shared humanity, reminding us every homeless person is someone's loved one. This is your moment to act. Share Emily's courage with a friend, volunteer at a shelter, or offer a kind word. Your actions ripple nationwide.